Welcome to episode, I think, 5 of Roxy's Way Fit Chronicles, or as I'm calling it now, Healthy Living, bitches. I will tell you the story behind the name change later, but right now, it's been over a week since I have updated this, so I want to catch y'all up, on all the things. I guess the first place I want to start is stats because I promised you stats when I was a week out from surgery, but I was super tired and super exhausted, and now I'm officially 2 weeks and a day out from surgery, so 15 days. And in 15 days, I am down 20 pounds, which is exciting. So from 280.9, which was the weight that they took the day of surgery, like right before I got on the table, to today where I'm now 260. It was closer to 30 pounds, but again, there is a story behind this. It's a wild ride, guys. But anyway, I did want to keep y'all updated, but I was just tired and exhausted. And I've had quite a trying time. I'm in a good place now. I'm full of life and energy and vitality, and it feels great. But let me just update y'all on everything that was happening. So when I think I did an episode, maybe the first or second episode after or post surgery, where I was like, I'm having trouble getting in liquids, but I know I need to do it. Well, that cycle kind of continued where I was having trouble taking in liquids. Like everything that went down my throat just felt like fire. It just didn't feel good. And the worst thing to try to drink of all the things was water. I couldn't take it. It's like I would drink it, my throat would be on fire, and then as it was going down, my back would hurt. It was drama. It was full of drama. My body was full of drama. So I kind of got tired of the pain, and I just stopped drinking a lot. I started relying a little bit more on my 0 calorie juices, like the 0 calorie vitamin water, the sugar-free iced teas, the 0 calorie Powerade, but none of that takes the place of water. And I started to get headachy, and I was really tired, just having trouble getting up and down the stairs. Every little thing just took everything out of me, and I was missing the signs that I was dehydrated. And so I went about that for like 4 or 5 days, close to a week, until this past Sunday where I was like, I cannot do this anymore. Saturday, I tried to take in liquids. I couldn't. I tried applesauce too, and it just came right back up. And I was like, I don't know what's going on. I was like, you know what? Let me go to sleep. I'll try again tomorrow. Woke up the next day, tried to take down liquids. It all came right back up. And then I just decided, you know what? Maybe now it's time to call it and go to the ER. So that's exactly what I did. I went to the ER, and when I got there, I was still like weak or whatever. And so they almost didn't take me, y'all. I'm like, I haven't been able to keep anything down for 2 days. Like, I talked to the receptionist, the ladies that checked me in, and I explained to them what was going on. But then when I got to triage, I don't be knowing what be going on in triage sometimes, because they be in there eating candy and gossiping and shit and not really paying attention to the patients, okay? They be back there like it's gossip hour instead of paying attention to the people that really need help. So it took my pressure. It was high, still struggling with that. But I did get to talk to my primary care physician, and I got me a good old cuff to take track of that every day. And it only cost me $1 because of Medicaid. So anyway, in triage, they're like, what's going on? I'm like, well, I haven't been able to keep anything down for 2 days. And she was like, well, is anything else happening? I was like, well, I had bariatric surgery on the 28th. And she was like, that's important. I almost sent you home. I was like, well, girl, please don't, because I could die. So she sent me to the back to talk to the doctors. And I had to explain this like 8,000 times that I had bariatric surgery on the 28th, and over the last couple of days I hadn't been able to keep anything down, and I was just tired and hungry and thirsty, and I was like begging for ice chips like I had a problem. It was crazy. So um they did all the things. They sent me to use the bathroom. Once I did that, they gave me the gowns. They were like, get in the bed, get comfortable. And I was already like, can I please get an ice chip? My mouth is dry. Please, can I, just a cup, anything? And it took them a while, but they took my blood. And luckily, some surgeons that were on my team when I went in for surgery were there that night, so they came. They're like, we don't know if you remember us, and I was like, anesthesia. I barely remember anything about that day. They were like, we're on a surgical team. They called my doctor, who's amazing, and they were like, all right, girl, we're gonna put you on fluids because look at how thick this blood is, okay? So they started me on fluids. They ran my blood. They came back and they were like, all right, here's what's happening. Your kidney function is low, which is not something that you want to hear, you know? I'm like, my kidney function is low, like, as in if I wait another day, this could be a much worse situation. It wasn't fun. It was kind of scary. So they were giving me fluids and everything. They were giving me fluids in both arms, but then they had to go to one arm because they were trying to find veins in my right arm, but they couldn't find them. It was like after they took the blood, because they took the blood from my, I think they took it from my right. If I'm not mistaken, they took it from my right. It was after they took the blood out of my right arm, they could not find a vein. My veins had collapsed. I was dehydrated, and at that point, I was like, I had lost 30, so I was 250 when I went in that day. So, you know, I was on fluids for like 6 hours. I started to feel better like an hour in. They gave me my ice chips, so I was happy. And then, you know, it was just like the waiting game, waiting for all the fluids. They gave me like 4 bags of like the regular fluid. Then they gave me the banana bag because, you know, apparently I just had nothing was going on. So I needed all the electrolytes, all the sodium, all the vitamins. I needed all the stuff. So they were going to keep me, but they were able, well, they tried to take blood again. And again, they couldn't find a vein. So one of my surgeons was like, well, when I can't find a vein, I just go straight for an artery. So that's what he did. He found an artery in my wrist, and he got a little bit of blood out of there, like not much at all, very little, but he was like, that's enough to run the test. So after about 30 minutes, he came back. He was like, all right, your kidney function is normal. We're not going to keep you, but you're staying on these fluids until it's empty, which was like fine. Phone's ringing. I'm very popular right now, not on purpose. Anyway, so I finished my fluids. Lauren, the goddess that she is, brought me home. My mother, funny story, embarrassing story, made me give up my car keys to my friend because I was out in the streets thinking I was fine. The Friday before I went to the hospital, I called myself going to get my nails done. Almost passed out in the middle of the street. Had to get apple juice and dilute it with water. And, you know, I made it home. But, you know, all that to say, I should have took it slower than I did. I should have been drinking more liquids than I didn't. But, you know, went to the hospital, got all my fluids in. The next day I felt amazing. And yesterday I felt amazing. And today I feel amazing. And I was finally able to, like, go walk today. I just, like, bopped to the store. It wasn't a huge deal. But being able to do that, even though it was a little tiring, it was just good to be able to do that. So now I'm going to start incorporating some walks into my days because I just feel ready and energized for that. Excuse me, that's disgusting. What else do we want to talk about? Sorry, this is not like the direction that I want these videos to take, you know? I want to be really professional about it, but sometimes I lose my thoughts and I can't. But yeah, so I guess the story behind why I want to change the name from Fit Chronicles to Healthy Living Bitches. Here it is. So last week I went to my regular doctor, my general prac, and I was sitting there in the waiting room. Again, I was already in dehydration mode, but didn't know that that was what was happening. I was just really tired and delirious, and I'm like just reading signs, just waiting for my turn to see the doctor. And I saw a sign that said Healthy Living Basics, but when I read it the first time, I thought it said Healthy Living Bitches, and now that's just the energy I want to keep forever and always. Healthy Living Bitches. Um, I'm so dumb. What else? I think that's kind of it. Other than me just like being happy that I'm now hydrated and ready to start making content consistently, and I'm working on a schedule for this. My dream schedule is to release videos 2 to 3 times a week and have one day out of the week be a stats day where we talk about inches and like weight loss, and and then it'll evolve as I can eat more. Oh, I can eat solid food. That's important. I forgot about that. This week I started on solid foods. Yay! Very soft foods. I've only done like tuna salad. Everybody's in the fan of tuna salad. I love it. So I did it with like light mayo, relish, boiled egg, the whole shebang. And I don't even eat a lot of it. I literally take a slice of bread, put tuna on one side, fold it over, and the first time I tried to eat the sandwich, it took me 3 hours. It's a little bit less time now, but it's exciting, and I can eat solid foods, and like I feel good and happy and hydrated and fed, and I don't feel like I'm gonna die anymore. It's all just exciting. So again, for the sake of stats, so I can put it in a neat little bow, I started at 280 pounds. I got as far down as 250. When I left the hospital, my weight jumped up about 10 pounds because I was clearly malnourished too. So my current weight right now as is 260, which I'm very happy about. 20 pounds in 2.5-ish weeks is nothing to scoff at. I go back to see my surgeon on the 24th to hopefully get cleared to do some physical activity. I'm actually ready to go back to the gym. I'm ready to be doing comedy again. I actually did book a show for the 22nd because cabin fever is so real and I'm going crazy. I'm tired of watching television all day and getting on the computer and doing different things. I just want to be out of the house. So that's another reason why I want to start my little walks during the day, because I can't take it if I don't get out of this apartment. I'm going to jump out of the window. It's that simple. So yeah. And I still gotta wait from the stats again. So basically, August 28th, 280. Today, which is September 12th, 260. Woohoo! I've lost 3 inches from around my waist. So the day before surgery, I measured myself around my waist. It was 52. It's now 49, which is amazing. Oh my God. Just phones ringing all over the place. But I'll call you back, Anthony. I don't even know if you're going to watch this, Anthony, but I'll tell you later that this is why I ignored your call. Oh, this is a long video, so I'm going to wrap it up. I gave you stats. Follow me on all the social medias. My personal social media is Roxy Ewell. You can find it at the bottom of the screen. You know the deal. And then for this wonderful little show, you can follow on Instagram and Twitter at Roxy's Way. Wow, Anthony. Roxy's Away, again at the bottom of the screen, on Instagram and Twitter. And the podcast that I host weekly with Elle Nichelles, you can find at therapienoir, and keep track of my personal Instagram and Twitter, because we about to start getting these shows popping again. And if you're in the New York area, I want to see you in the place. Come give me hugs. Come tell me you love me. Come tell me I'm awful. Tell me anything. I just want to know that you're there and you support me. So that's it for today. I'm going to work on the schedule and maybe put it on the internet so y'all can know when this is going to come out more consistently. But for now, that's it. And I will catch y'all next time. Bye.